Hiya, welcome back. All right, let's go ahead and dive in and see what Divine Holy Spirit has for the collective. The cards are all upright and in order by way of major arcana and through each element. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate your support. All right, Holy Spirit of the Divine White Light, the highest consciousness. What do you have for the collective at this time? What does the collective need to know and be made aware of? I hope y'all are doing well. What do you have? All right, so I heard the word collective. So it feels like a speech, like somebody stepping up to a lectern or a podium rather, because it feels like a mass crowd. But it gave me, what is that, in Washington, D.C., where a lot of the famous speeches were made. I can't think of the name, but I've been there a couple of times as a child and as an adult. But it's the monument. But that particular pathway where the little, the water resides, like there's, you all know what I'm talking about, I'm sure. I just can't think of the name right now, but that's what I was being shown. So it's like an outdoor sort of like gather up people, the people who want to be there. This could have to do about, you know, people who are into change, politics, you know, that want to see change. So they'll show up at, you know, a location such as this for a desk or a place and time such as this, whatever this is, you guys. So thank you, Spirit, for that. What else, Spirit? What else? So the name of this location still trying to come through, y'all. It's not clicking. I keep wanting to say like the wall or the aisle or the something. So, of course, for clarity, I was told the March on Washington just now. All right. Thank you, Spirit. What else, Spirit? What else do you have for the people? All right, so I heard something about neglect. Or it could be elect or election could have to do with the neglect energy, because those are similar terms by way of spelling. So, but the energy was there as well. I heard freedom just now. I heard let freedom ring. Okay. All right, you guys. So I'm sitting over here like, is this a political thing? You guys, look at this. Look what I just laid eyes on. The White House in the background of this fabric. Like, I hadn't seen that. This is like my second or third day, like, presenting on this fabric. But I guess all I really paid attention to were like the scripts, the names of the states. I never really got into like to zoom in on specific things, but right when I looked down, oh, I just heard the March on Washington, but it was almost as if that's it. No, that's what we were already saying. But anyway, there's the White House, you guys. So, you know, I don't know what this is, you guys. Let's just keep going. Alrighty. Thank you for your likes, your shares, your comments. I appreciate your little tokens of comments and encouragements and all that good stuff. Thank you. I heard wishy-washy. Ooh. You calling me wishy-washy, collective? Okay. Those is fighting words. All right. I don't know where that came from, but anyway. All right, now we have the Ace of Wands in the reverse at the bottom of the deck. Spirit, tell me more about the Ace of Wands, please. I'm hearing perspective. So with the Ace of Wands reverse, you know this is a new beginning, but the fact that it's in a reverse order means that it's not, you know, going to pan out as like a new beginning. It's just like something has been completed, therefore a new cycle begins. But it's like it feels like it's like the same old, same old. Like it's nothing brand new, exciting. You know how you would start like a new path and there are all these new things to discover. Yeah, this is giving like, I heard washed up. So I'm seeing somebody, they're showing me somebody who's disappointed, like thoroughly disappointed. It's almost as if they're leaving the courthouse in disappointment. Or because I see like a file or a manila envelope in their hand, and they're like, I can't believe this, and they're just like disgusted even. Like I can feel like the angst in the body language, like they're wanting to turn around and go back into the courtroom, like as if they've come down some steps, but they know it's no point. Like nobody's going to, hear them out. But I'm also being shown now is that they already stirred up some sort of ruckus in the courthouse. So I just heard dismissal. So maybe that's to discuss that something was dismissed and it wasn't in their favor, because why else would they be like in this energy of like they want someone to hear them out, but at the same time they feel it's no point, or possibly they just already tried just now, but now they're outside of the courthouse. But I'm also getting the energy that they possibly were escorted out. I don't know to what means, like if that involved like a whole security team, or just like, the judge was like, leave, get out, dismissed. Your case has been dismissed. Disorderly conduct is what I heard. All right, y'all. That was very specific here. So let's go ahead and see what's going on. But this is the underlying energy for what we're about to get into. So somebody's disappointed because their case was dismissed, possibly for disorderly conduct in the courts. Okay, now so let's jump over to the left here. I see the Two of Pentacles on top of obviously the Devil card reverse, but the twos have to do with decisions. The fact that it's Pentacles, I feel like somebody was dependent on this money. Of course, the obvious reason for this person going to court, I say obvious, so because for me, it already felt like they were going after someone. And if you're going after someone, that means that you're trying to claim something back, right? So the fact that something was dismissed, they were really reliant or dependent on whatever this was that they were trying to get from this person to go through, because they got issues right now. They got financial issues and they need to take care of some things. Now, with the Devil card reversed behind that, I feel like the attachment, I almost heard detachment. Well, detachment almost came out, rather. But I feel like because I feel like that's like post energy, like what's to come now that they couldn't get their hands on the money. But anyway, let me stay focused. The Devil card reverse, I feel like has to do because, the fact that the attachment is so much deeper than what they even thought by way of the Devil energy. So what I'm feeling now is they wanted this money, right? Whatever they were trying to sue this other person for or reclaim, however that goes, the reason why with the Devil card, excuse me, let me slow down, y'all. Ooh. I'm picking up on that anxiety of how bad they needed this money, or they needed this judgment or this win or whatever. I'm hearing it got thrown out of court. So you guys, I was shown so much when I was, like somebody just stepped on the accelerator. But that's one of those things, like that feeling, because they've been defeated in this regard. So it's like getting in the car and like, taking off because you're not paying attention to pedestrians, stoplights, stop signs. You're mad. You can't think straight. So that's what I'm picking up. But it, by way of my verbalization was the pedal. All right. Help me, Holy Spirit. Help me, help me, help me. Okay. All right. Okay. Now, this Devil card reversed energy. When I said they bit off more than they could chew, because, that's usually the energy with the Two of Pentacles. I may not have said that, but that was the sentiment here. They needed the funds because they didn't realize how deep this kind of attachment went. When you, sign a commitment, a contract over, that's for life. That's the journey. That's it. It's like you belong to me is what this Devil card says, this ownership. But what it was is that they were trying to take that energy and turn it over on someone else. But what happened was the table turned on this person. And that's why the dismissal happened. That's why they're angry, because now they're understanding really what this attachment really means. Because now whoever was able to, be rewarded in the fact that the case got dismissed because of this person couldn't keep their mouth shut, or they couldn't control their anger, whatever it was that they were doing, they weren't in check here. So this person who got the victory in court, it's almost like that smug energy, like the little half smile. It's given me like how somebody in a demonic energy, or who was captured by a demonic entity would look at you like, I got you, like, you do you surrender now? Like it's almost as if the end of a story, like you get to the end, it's like, oh snap. That's the energy. The oh snap, of course, coming from the person who just got their case dismissed for disorderly conduct. So that means whatever they felt belonged to them, that they were trying to reclaim in court, that person gets to keep for the most part, whatever it was that they were about to fight over in court. All right, y'all, let's move on over. So we have the Three of Wands here. So I feel like the Three of Wands has to do with outlook, expectations. So now this person is looking for a way out, because if you kind of look at this person pondering, what are they looking out into? They're looking out into the sea, right? Like, what's out there? There's no buildings, no stores. Like, are you trying to get ideas? Well, if these were swords that were in this kind of energy, I would say, okay, they're trying to think of ideas. But no, these are wands. These are actions. So now it's like, now what? They're out of options. Like they tried to take the quote unquote the legal way, but got thrown out of court or whatever, dismissed. So now here they are leaving the courthouse energy with all that energy, all that angst, that me wanting to, press the pedal to the metal because I was mad leaving the courthouse. Not me, but me being in that energy. Because my dictation just took off. I had to slow down. I had to stop. But this person right here is now, I need to do something. Like there's something else I can do, because they still are in expectation. They're still saying, I'm going to get this money. I'm going to get this, whatever this is. I'm definitely going to get this if it's the last thing I do. That's what I'm getting here. All right. So they're fully determined to get this. Oh, that's what I wanted to get back to, the detachment. When I said detachment with that demonic energy, because, there's no such thing as detaching from a demonic entity. You really can't do that. I feel like that entity has to detach from you, which they're never going to do that. But we were talking about contracts. I'm not talking about somebody who, they live their life a certain way and then, they're able to turn over a new leaf, but though you can do stuff like that. But this sort of commitment that this person made, you can't, there's no detaching. But I figured with this Two of Pentacles being on top of that energy, when I said detachment, those were the binds that hold that attachment together over Pentacles, money. So now they're trying to still reclaim something that really possibly never belonged to them to begin with, because it all belonged to who? It's like the devil just kind of loaned you the money, because you're going to pay that money back. So that's why you have this tug of war. I wanted to say interference just now, because it's totally interfering with this person's life who got dismissed just now out of court. But here they are, Three of Wands. I said they're thinking of another plan here, but this is like actions. This isn't like they're going to be the person to, think things through and get a team in place. No, they're really wanting to. This is contemplation for me. This is somebody trying to calm themselves before they do something crazy. Single-handedly do something crazy. That's this person. Like nobody else is going to know what they're up to, because there is really no plan. This is like a run-up sort of situation. This is like an on-site situation right here. Because they're so angry, like they're so mad, like they just see red, like they're not thinking straight. I said when they left the courtroom, even possibly blowing through red lights, like not even looking at people about to cross the street, like F them people. Like this person's not thinking about anything outside of what just happened and what it is that they need so badly. But that attachment is also the fuel for this, because why else would they be so unraveled right now? Because they owe a debt. This is a debt that must be paid with this demonic energy here by way of the devil card, and they know it. That's why I said this is a different situation other than somebody, oh, I'll just start over, turn over new leaf. Look, what we talk about starting over with the Ace of Wands. Yeah, it's a new start, but it's the same old, same old. Because there was just some sort of completion. But that completion did not allow them to have this happy new beginning with this Ace of Wands if it were in the upright. It's in the reverse. All right, so along with the disappointment, you guys, we have the Three of Swords reversed. Like this is enough is enough. You know, this isn't, oh, I'll get over it. This is like, no, like there's no way that I'm going to allow this to happen, especially next to this Three of Wands. There's no way that they're going to allow this sort of thing to happen, to commence, to keep going, to have to live in this energy of they were defeated by this person, and this person was allowed to keep whatever they thought belonged to them, whoever's in the Three of Swords, the Three of Wands, Two of Pentacles. They're like, no, this is not it. This is not settled. This is what I'm hearing. This is not over. This is not over by a long shot. So again, I'm being brought back to reiterate the Three of Wands so that this person, they're not going to tell their best friend that what they're planning on doing or what they want to do, because it's an action. It has to be something like boom. It can't be, oh, well, we're gonna see if, no, somebody's seeing red right now. I told you that when I said on site, if y'all don't know what that means this person can come out of nowhere at somebody and just totally just knock them out or whatever they're going to do to them. Like there's no thought behind this is what I'm saying with the Three of Wands energy that I'm picking up. But it's definitely I just heard execution. I was going to say an execution of getting this done. Actions, wands. All right, y'all. Let's see what else is here. So we have the Nine of Cups here. I mean, I'm just hearing, I heard payback, then I heard dual payback. So there was a victory for the person who, said, okay, that's payback, and then this person now wants payback on top of what they thought was their payback. So I said something about wishy-washy earlier, but it's like a going back and forth energy because it ain't over. It ain't over. All right, so the Nine of Cups I'm looking at shows me that once upon a time, somebody had it all here. Like they really didn't have any worries, or at least they thought they were safe in control. I'm hearing something about a cover up, and it could be possibly them being or having the ability to make everything seem as if it was okay if they were dealing with like clients. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Or was building relationships. Excuse me, y'all. That's nothing but air because all I had was water this morning, not even my coffee yet. Y'all, they had it all. And just, not for nothing, y'all. I pay attention. I look at all the signs and wonders, but not to mention what just took place. I said that because I was getting into clients, but I felt like with the cups, I was going into the emotional side, and that's when that little like thing happened to where it was trying to silence me, which is still kind of there. So, excuse me, y'all. Stay tuned. Hold on. So with them being in a position to wear a mask, because that's where this was going, they didn't think that they would have to worry because they were able to, I guess, okay, so they were, I was told shapeshift. They were able to shapeshift into the nice guy. No worries. This is a good guy. Highly recommended. That's my go-to person, is what people would say about this person, because I'm picking up something about clients. So, you know, they were able to be the smiley person in the pictures. They're hugging babies or kissing babies, hugging wives. I helped you out. And then people are writing reviews. Oh, this person helped me out, because it's just giving me all of that right now. So I'm just giving you what I'm getting. So this person felt like they never had to worry about any sort of like downfall, backlash, because they felt like they were so highly appreciated. I wanted to say loved, but I feel like it wasn't reciprocated, in the fact that, you know, they didn't necessarily walk like a clean, defined, fine line. They didn't do that. So as a result, because balance is starting to kick in, they had a lot of praise, but on the other side of that, they weren't like giving that back out. They were receiving a lot of that beautifulness, but they weren't giving that back out for balance purposes. 9 of Cups energy. This is someone who feels like they have everything that they need. Like, why bother? I have what I need. I might do it. I might not. You know, somebody just becomes like the king of their own castle here. But it's somebody who feels privileged. You know? You know what this just gave me? Like, no offense, but I've never received this before with this card, but you know, the mother who possibly has like an obese child, and the mother wants the child to be happy. So, you know, the family is saying, oh, you shouldn't give the child that, or you shouldn't feed the child chocolate cake every day. Like, you should restrict the child. Like, you know, I heard somebody say you should put a lock on the refrigerator. So there were probably some insults coming from family members to this mother, to where she had her guard up, but at the same time, she didn't want to upset this obese child. That's what I'm getting right now. Not that the child that we're talking about in reference to this 9 of Cups, not that they were obese, but there were just some habits there possibly that the mother just overlooked. And it allowed this person to feel like they could get away with things. But I feel like we're being shown this to understand why this person took praise from other people. And it gave them a sense of false self-worth, because they really deep down were somebody who wasn't giving. They weren't like a giving person. They weren't the type that would help out someone in need. Stingy even, you know, possibly doing dirt behind other people's backs, because I did mention the mask. I mean, we're obviously talking about 2 different energies that the same person was operating under, but the scales were imbalanced. All right, let me keep going, y'all. Thank you for that, Spirit. Behind the 9 of Cups, we have the Page of Wands reverse. So I feel like there were just some activities, some little minor activities here and there that just kind of started to show that this person was not worthy of this praise that they were receiving. So I think this led to, not think, but, you know, this feels like it's leading to a downfall here, of possibly why this person wound up in court recently. And obviously we found out the case is dismissed due to disorderly conduct. But there were some things kind of slipping through the cracks now, because I feel like this person began to be very comfortable, lazy energy coming from the 9 of Cups. You know, that they didn't feel like they owed anybody anything. Like they didn't need to apologize. I'm hearing for being late. Like, or they didn't need to apologize for taking a little bit more than what they should have, you know, in reference to them working with these clients. Like they felt like above the law in that sense. But these little instances that they were doing, I guess I'm hearing inconspicuous. They thought that it wouldn't matter because they were receiving so much praise that these little things would, you know, just kind of brush under the rug, like, never mind, forget about it. Nobody will know. Yeah, Page of Wands reverse. Okay, behind that, we have the Three of Cups reverse. So this looks like a lifestyle of possibly too much partying. Too much, I'm hearing indiscrepancies. So the indiscrepancies could have to do with partying with clients, potential clients, maybe going too far with potential clients. Like this could have started out as a, you know, I want to talk to you about, you know, seeing or viewing a property, or I want to know about, is this still available, or can you do this for me? And then, you know, it starts out business wise, okay, but then it turns into, so what you doing tonight? You want to go to what, you know, they might call out some sort of expensive restaurant or a nice restaurant, maybe not expensive, but a nice one, to where this person's like, yeah, sure, you know, because this person's feeling like, oh my God, you know, I don't know anybody here. And I just, you know, you've been so kind to me, is what this person in the Three of Cups would be telling this Nine of Cups person, you know, by way of them being a client or a potential client. And I feel like, okay, so I'm hearing rounded up and rope, because I'm seeing like a rope and a lasso sort of situation going on, where you spin it and then you rope them up and bring them in. That's what was going on with the Three of Cups reverse. But it was too much. It was excessive. It was a lot. It wasn't one or two here and there. This was like, this turned into like a every other night sort of situation with different people. Behind the Three of Cups reverse, we have the World card. So wherever they are now in life, that's what was supposed to happen. Whatever this end final result is that we receive with the court case, the dismissal, and whatever it is that they're, you know, considering for payback for their own justice, like it's supposed to be a completion here. So, I mean, we look at the World card as an ending. Like, this is it. There's no more here left to do. Like, I don't feel like, okay, well, if they do this, then that'll be karma. I don't feel like it's that. I feel like this, I mean, everything's going exactly the way that it was supposed to go to bring forth this completion, like full circle completion here. So even a full circle energy that I'm showing now is somebody on the ground begging for help. Because once upon a time, they stuck their nose up in the air at people who asked them for help. You know? So, full circle, what goes around comes around energy. I said something about the tables turning here with whoever was victorious in this court case by way of this dismissal. You know, the table had turned with that demonic energy. It's like now this person is finally revealing themselves as to who they are, operating with this demonic energy. But this person's also tied into it as well, because they signed some sort of contract. Whatever this battle is with the property, finances, it's like it's not over. It's like they'll take this into death. And wherever they wind up, they'll still be fighting. If they come back again together, they'll still be fighting over this. Because this is the ending. It's a World card. So it's like they could take this party over to the next, wherever they're headed. You know, whenever that time comes. Behind the World card, we have the Star card reverse. So the Star card just lets me know that there was a lot of potential here. you know, the star card energy is divinity. It's like somebody who really finds their calling here. Like they're recognized for having abilities, and the abilities are tied into what it is that they're so good at, because it's natural. It's natural. They were supposed to use that, of course, for the greater good, but they allowed themselves to be, I heard commander-in-chief, so they gave their homage to this demonic entity or energy, whatever that is, or they paid homage to that. They honored, you know, the left-hand path. So star card reverse, you know, again, that just meant that they had a lot of potential to really get things popping in a good way to help others, you know, raise the consciousness, you know, and pay their karmic debts. But instead, they just got trapped in a whole new cycle of the same old BS, Ace of Wands reverse. Behind the star card, we have the Queen of Wands reverse. So go, no figure, you guys. No figure. Queen of Wands here is someone who, of course, is very beautiful. There's just something very appealing about this energy, whether they're in the upright or the reverse, but they can use that to their advantage. So we just came off of the star card reverse, how they have this natural ability, but they don't use it for uplifting consciousness and raising vibrations. They were lowering vibrations, because the Queen of Wands reverse is known for, you know, workings, dark black workings, creating illusions, because they don't like to hear no. And that's why. Behind the Queen of Wands reverse, we have the Hangman reverse. So the Hangman reverse has to do with, you know, a life-changing decision that somebody, you know, just neglected. They chose not to look at it for a long time, but right now in the reverse, they have to. Like, this has to be done, or the decision's going to be made for them. And I'm hearing that they're out of options. Whoever's in this energy could be this Queen of Wands reverse, out of options here. I heard a lighter, like a, you know, like a lighter. What is the lighter? I mean, it could be, of course, a reference to igniting or flame, fire. Could be the energy. Possibly setting something on fire. Ooh. Uh-oh. All right, let me keep going, y'all. Behind the Hangman reverse, we have the Four of Pentacles reverse. Somebody's lost control of something. The control of whatever made them feel really good, made them prosperous, abundant. Look at me, a show off. You know, I can do this. I have this. People love me. People this. You know, I'm the best. And it's by way of what drives them. And that would be, you know, the Pentacles. But the Pentacles were connected to whatever was going on up here, to where they needed this ruling to be able to take possession of, so they could handle their business with that Two of Pentacles. And not to mention the Devil card right behind that energy, which we talked about. But they lost control here. They lost control of this. So I'm hearing recognition. So now it's as if no one's paying attention to them because they lost whatever this is. So that means no more clients, no more, you know, of course, getting money, because you need clients, whatever they were doing. I said they, because, you know, whatever that battle was, I feel like we're talking about two people that were tied in, linked up here, making money together. So the Queen of Wands reversed, because the Nine of Cups had to do with, you know, whoever this is up here in the Two of Pentacles. That's where we were going with that energy. That was the person who was getting the clients, and they were being rewarded by way of praise and money and booked and busy, you know. But this Queen of Wands came along somewhere in there and wanted some sort of possession control here. And by any means necessary, Queen of Wands reversed. They got it popping. All right, let's see what's behind the Four of Pentacles, y'all. The Death card. So it did bring along a death energy by way of transition, change. I'm getting like a begging or a pleading energy from this Death card right now. Oh, snap. I'm getting Hierophant energy as well because, you know, I never looked at this card this way, but today is the day. All right, so it's almost as if like the Green Reaper has come in and say, well, you're next. And then somebody's pleading on behalf of, like, can we talk about this? Can we, I don't know what is being said right now, but this person in the yellow is giving me Hierophant energy. Let's see what's behind the Death card, y'all. We have the Page of Swords. So there's some sort of truth here that's coming in behind this Death card energy. So is this a negotiation between a Hierophant and an entity? A Hierophant energy stepping in to proclaim, I'm hearing, proclaim. Like to say, like, you know, you can't do this or something. Like, I know you got a job to do, but this one, you know, blah, 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 blah. I don't know what the conversation is. I don't feel like I have intel on that for a reason, possibly. I mean, I can ask, but I don't know if we'll get the answer. It's one of those things I'm not feeling like that's a conversation that you and I need to know. So, no, I'm not going to ask. I'm not going to ask about the conversation that they're having, but it does feel like a negotiation, but it's behind secret doors. We don't need to know what that is. But there is something coming in. Some sort of moment of truth here. Okay, so I'm hearing it could be worse off than what it should be if this Death card energy on the horse would have it their way. It could be a lot worse. But I feel like the saving grace right now is this Hierophant energy coming in and willing to make some sort of negotiation here. Y'all know what I'm getting right now, because I know I'm talking to the Divine Collective. This could be by way of you. If you know that you're operating in that Hierophant energy, because a few reads ago, we talked about the Hierophants raised up as leaders, you know, for such a time as this. Y'all, we started out with this in the beginning, for such a time as this. There could be something that you, collective, could offer up on behalf of this person who is looking for some mercy right now. They're asking, pleading for some grace right now. So this could be a favor that they want to come ask you for, Hierophant. That favor could be anything, but it's a favor. Trust me, it's a favor, because this was the one who didn't need you. They didn't need anything from you. They withheld from you. They took from you, but now they need you. There's some sort of negotiation energy going on here. I've never seen this before, ever in the history of me doing this for the last 4 or 5 years. 2 years, almost 2, I think, publicly, because I read independently for myself and no one else for a couple of years, because I wanted to learn the cards. I wanted to become the cards. But you guys, this is definitely somebody saying, oh my God, please, will you do this for me? because they know something's coming. Because look, they already see people falling around them. I mean, I don't mean to laugh, y'all. And that wasn't a laugh. It was like a, I don't know what that was. Anyway, they're coming. This horse, Grim Reaper energy is coming. There's one down already underneath the horse's feet. So whoever is in this energy of, oh my God, I'm about to faint. Look at this person right here. And they got a child with them. But they need this Hierophant. Like, can you please lessen this? Or can you, because I know it's about to go down. Can you at least let them, can we do this before they take me out? Yikes, y'all. Yikes. I've never seen that before in that card like that. That's crazy. Never once called out this woman and this child until just now. And the person who's already down. And the fact that that's possibly a Hierophant making a negotiation with this Grim Reaper before the Grim Reaper has to do what they have to do. I'm hearing settlement. Something needs to be settled before this happens. And that's possibly why, collective, someone's going to be calling on you to make sure things are in line before they get up out of here. All right, let's get some clarifiers, y'all. Oh, man. Because, I feel like this court situation was like a last pending thing to where, they were already like spending the money. Like, yeah, when I get this money, F everybody else. It's like Tupac, F the world, but then it didn't pan out that way. So something else, I'm hearing something else is a ring in here. Almost like a bell. Oh, shoot. Does the Grim Reaper carry a bell with them? Yikes, y'all. Yikes. I didn't want to get that close and personal, but I'm possibly just seeing that from like a video game, like a Grim Reaper energy carrying something, like a chime or a bell or something. Ooh, let me hurry up and get out of this, y'all. Okay, so we got the concern card at the bottom of the deck because obviously, they thought it was going to go one way and it didn't. We have poverty over here. It's a 10, 3, and 7. And that's, the world card is what's bringing me closer to this energy where, this is the end result of whatever this conclusion that has been drawn here is to be in a lack mentality. But once upon a time, 9 of Cups, they were on top of the world, right? But they had a problem giving. They were receiving, but they were never giving, right? To balance things out. So let me turn this card over, see what this is. So we have courthouse, y'all. So, we were there. Thank you, Spirit, for that. So let's see, but the connection though, like specifically it fell out here on top of this moment of truth here. Okay, so that would, okay, well, the truth is that they didn't win and they know that this is it by way of the Grim Reaper death card energy coming through. Yeah. So maybe whatever moment of truth that happened here happened in court also. So not only I feel like was the case dismissed, something else was leaked out of here with the Page of Swords during this court session to where now they really know, like there's no hope for tomorrow. That's what I heard. No hope for tomorrow. Oh, that's reminding me with the 3 of Wands, when I brought the card closer, my point was to make that there's nothing out there in the sea. Like they're not looking to a future here. This feels like I got to get this done. This isn't giving me, because the 3 of Wands is known for somebody who is in a hopefulness of my ships are coming in. But when I looked at this card, it's like somebody like just left the courthouse. They had to go clear their mind because they're so mad. They had to go calm down. But then they're looking out into nothing. This isn't like, oh, well, I can rebuild and, and do all of that's not that. This is like drawing a conclusion, literally. All right, y'all. Let me turn this card over. Let's see what this is. So we have community here. It's on the side. So, I feel like if this has to do with clients or anybody that they feel that was praising them once upon a time, how awesome of a job that they were doing, 9 of Cups energy, that it was all about them. Like that was the fat kid with the cake. It was all about them, that their upbringing, they were shown that kind of like false support, because it wasn't really genuine. Like, these people don't know you. They're just, it's just a client, like a one-time or two-time client. It's like not like you built a life with these people. So that's why I say false. Because if, they would have known of other things going on behind the scenes, then they would not have been so quick to praise this person like they did. Because that Three of Cups reverse told me the story of how, it went too far with a lot of these clients. But after that, it was like, it might have been too late, to where they couldn't walk away. Like, they already have what they need, but they just kind of know to, they already written the review. They've already recommended them to where other deals went through with people that they recommended to this person. So it was all, deals were already done. So it's not like you could take anything back once they find out that this person is, who they are or what they were doing to get what they have. So I don't feel like there's any going back or rekindling energy with the Community card reverse. Y'all know just now I was getting something. I didn't want to get sidetracked, but let me just mention it. So if we're talking about clients to where, these are impressionable young adults, they're doing things on their own for once. Maybe moving to a new city, because I did mention like walking through like an apartment, or they want to see a property or something. I think that's what I said, see a property. But if they're impressionable and they meet this agent who seems really friendly and ends up inviting them out, and then, it goes a little too far, I feel like the parents, this person's an adult, number one. Like, they're both consenting adults. So we can say, we can't say anything against that. But I don't feel like the parents really knew exactly how deep this went with just an agent. I'm thinking an agent. Somebody, because I said business client, properties. So I don't think that the parents even realized how far, the relationship that was supposed to be just business went. So all the parents know from the other side of the country or wherever they are, the world, is that, oh, Lizzie got an apartment and she just loves her agent. And the agent's so nice. The agent, took them around and showed them around. And yeah, but they didn't hear the rest of it. But the parent was the one who was recommending to other parents and, maybe possibly recommending the agency that they worked under, or maybe even them as a client for Lizzie's friends who were still at home but wanted to also relocate somewhere else or to that same place. Because I don't know what kind of chain of operation this was. I don't know if this person traveled to be able to, show properties in other states, countries. My candle just popped. All right, y'all, let me keep going. All right, I'm gonna turn this card over. Let's see. We have the message card, pathway. Well, the message is in reverse. We have the pathway card, and then the Three of Wands is here in the reverse. So, well, not Three of Wands, y'all. Three of Wands is here. I'm talking about the Three of Swords. These clarifiers fell out on top of this Three of Swords reverse. So, I felt like with the message card reverse, this isn't anything that, because I know I mentioned the wands for a reason. This whatever they're planning to do action-wise, this is not anything that anyone's going to know. So I feel like that's confirmation with, nobody's going to receive any sort of intel on how this is going to go down, whatever it is that they're like, I need to do this. Pathway card is letting me know that they're the only ones on this path here. But they feel like there's some sort of rejuvenation here along this path. But, we were talking about, that this ain't over. Whatever happened in the courtroom to where it was dismissed, this person walks away angry. It ain't over. But the butterflies are letting me know that's transition energy. This is somebody like who feels like they're finding their way down this path of light here. But, it's on top of a 3 of Swords reverse. And then the message card is in the reverse here. So it's like their own twisted vindication. I heard personal, but because it is personal. This is personal. This ain't business. This is personal now. It was supposed to be about business, but not anymore. Yeah. So that's just, how I feel like they're going to handle things here. Let's see what's behind the concern card. So we have privileged lady, house, mature woman, lovers, distant horizons. Okay. All right, y'all. I don't know why I'm feeling like I'm tried to remove myself from this, and now here I go physically. But yeah, something took place just now. All right, y'all. Hope this helps.